I wrote a couple indicators last week just to kind of help me make a little bit more sense of this. It's really the same indicator. One's just in a separate window, and one's in the main frame window. I like the separate window sometimes when I'm doing something else up here. What it does is it's, at least my interpretation of Bill Williams in the zone, which is if both the AC and the AO are negative or red, the bars will be painted red. If they're both green, the bars will be painted green. And if one is green and one's red, then they're gray, undecisive. And also in the same indicator, because I had a couple spare buffers, I just threw in the divergent bars. So in this case right here, the lime arrow is a bullish divergent bar. The red arrow is a bearish divergent bar. And it's the same information down here. It's just as this is in a separate window. I'll post that code on both of them on earnforex.com. Where we at? I made a few changes on the dashboard. Really not much to speak of. I changed the way it searched for the profit by limiting it to the word chaos being in the order comment. Whenever you place an order, you can put in a unique comment. Pending order, market order, doesn't matter. You can put in a comment. And you search through all the orders and you come up with just the profit for whatever you're dealing with, such as this thing right here. And the profit on this, it got cut almost in half last week. Like I'd said before, the 240 can hurt you. It did. Some of these pairs here moved 150 pips against me. So it, pretty much cut the profit on those in half. Some actually a little bit more. The GPP, this one here, you can see, they were considered, I don't remember how much it was, maybe $150. That's not much, I know, but still it moved against me. And the Euro USD is the same way. It moved. That was perfect timing there, wasn't it? But it moved probably 150 pips against me. And with Bill Williams' system, there's all sorts of places that you would have gotten out. 3 bars below the zero and such as that. But that's really what I'm trying to iron out now best I can. URNZD, it also moved heavy against me. It's come back a little bit. But when you run aground like that, what you can do is, or what I do, is I start making separate pages. And every page, it can be a different expert advisor. It can be like in times when you're ranging, you probably come out better using overbought, oversold, if you can figure out such a thing. In the time that you're trending, you're probably better off using moving averages, kind of like Bill Williams does. And there's other ways you can too. And you can switch back and forth by using separate pages. And what I mean is right here to show you what I'm talking about. Page 0 is the first page. And page 1, it's not going to be anything other than just what I've slowly started putting together the entire set of rules, which seem to change on the each indicator, each entry. The first one is the divergent bar. And in a situation where you wanted to switch to another expert advisor, this could be the second expert advisor. Or you could have your buy sell buttons right here, so you could just buy and just like you did on the first page. But you can have as many pages as you want. I don't know how many pages I have. Well, I think I have 5. Some of them won't have much, like here's one that don't have much. But the way you do that is if you remember all the code that used to be in here, this is a function just like every other function. So if we took this whole init start and just imagine that all that, well, here it is here. There you can see it all. It's not much, and a lot of that code is you see how it's commented out. We're not even using it. Let's just take this whole Control C. Control V. Okay, let's take out this because the MetaTrader nowadays doesn't like a void returning a value. So let's just do here VOID, and let's just say 1. Void done, void 1. So this would be like page 1, and mine actually says page 1. So if you compiled it, probably have a million errors here. Let's see. Nope, no errors. So now everything that we did is in page 1, or in 1. I'm going to call it page 1 because I keep. Well, this was page 0. P-A-G-E-Z. Oh. Okay, so now everything we did is in page 0. So you could take all this out, leave the init start, and leave the return 0 and that other thing below it. Take all this out and just put page 1 in here, and it would run. So then your next expert advisor, or whatever you would have, it'd be like page 2. And you can have unlimited number of them. And that's basically what I did here. Page 1, well, let's see here, page 0. Here's page 0, which we just did. And I just copied and pasted and changed it to page 0. Page 5 is trading into zone. You can see I haven't even started on that yet. I'll collect all the rules that I can figure out and put there. There's a accelerator, oscillator, which they seem to not use much anymore. The awesome, which I haven't started, the fractal, and the divergent bar is really what I've just started with. But if you get kind of stuck in the mud and don't know where to go, don't keep changing your expert advisor. Start making pages, and then you don't kill the code, so to speak. Just go to page 2 and start. Or look at that, page 2. This should be page 1. Just go to page 1 and start writing out your rules. That way you don't forget them. You're probably not going to write them on a piece of paper. That way you don't forget them. And just build from there. And let's see, compile, no errors. But anyway, getting back to what's important. I'll post these on enivids site. Even though that thing said step 7, wherever it was at. Well, don't say step 7. Oh yeah, it does too. Step 7, it's nowhere near ready to be uploaded. And I think that's all I had to say about that. Okay.